And I believe I am live. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. If you're joining me on the show today, happy New Year. I am just filled with gratitude to have seen 2024, and I'm sure you all feel the same. So if you're joining me, let's know where you're joining us from today. Today, we have decided to stream on Instagram as well, since we have the ability to do that. StreamYard now has the functionality. So I should also be going live on, hopefully, on Instagram as well. Hopefully, it works. I'm clicking. Yes, I think it will work. Okay. Hopefully, it's not echoing. Okay. I think echoing. No, this isn't going to work. I think I'm echoing actually. No, I don't think this is working. Yemi, can you hear me on Instagram, Yemi? Hello, Ronke. How are you? I'm trying to stream on Instagram concurrently. Let me know if you can hear any echo. Ronke, I can see you've joined me already. Please let me know if you can hear any echo, because I have two tabs open so that I can stream on Instagram. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Okay, I'll crack on. Okay. Okay, so if you can't hear any echo, then that's fantastic. So happy New Year, everyone. This is the first time I'm doing Instagram concurrently. So let's hope it all works out. It is lovely to have you here, Ronke. Happy New Year to you and your family. Nice to see you, Stella da Silva, as always. Happy New Year to you. So I just thought, it would be nice to come on today and just come and talk about 2023, and to be able to just I'm hearing myself echoing. This isn't working for me. It's echoing me. It's coming after. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop Instagram. Unfortunately, it's not working. I'm perhaps not doing something right. So I'm going to stop Instagram and just stick to LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. Yeah, I've stopped Instagram. It's not working for me. I'm talking and then it's lagging and then it's coming afterwards. So I'm hearing myself behind. It's not working. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that much later. So back to just LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for being here. So, as I was saying earlier, hello, Chanel. How are you, my darling? So, as I was saying earlier on, Happy New Year. And our topic today is let's get fired up for 2024. Let's get fired up for 2024. First of all, let us know where you're calling from, where you're listening to me from. And I hope you've had a lovely Christmas, and I hope you've had a fantastic few hours of the first day of the new year already. So let us just have a reaction from you. Yes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. How has your Christmas holiday and New Year, how has that been? Yes, yes. Yes, we are all hopeful for the new year. I hope you've had a good one. I hope you've had a good one. Now, talking about getting fired up for 2024. Now, the word fire, that is energy. I'm using the word fire because fire is energy, right? And it might be misleading to actually think fire, getting fired up means running everywhere. No, that's not necessarily what I'm communicating here. Getting fired up for 2024 will mean different things, to different people. For me, it could mean, doing more marketing for my business. For someone else, it could mean traveling around the world. For someone else, it could mean self-care. So what does that mean for you? It will be different. But before we start talking about 2024, let us look back, because quite often I can see some comments listening in from rainy London. Oh, Stella, you are in rainy London. Okay, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. So looking back at 2023, Let us glow and grow. That is the whole point. We look back so that we can celebrate ourselves. We can glow in our achievements, right? And then we can also look at what has worked, what hasn't worked so well, and where we need to improve. So for me, yesterday, I treated myself. I went shopping. I didn't, overdo it. I went shopping a little bit to treat myself and give myself a pat on the back for all the hard work I've done in 2023. And I also went for a full body massage. That was how I treated myself yesterday. That was how I said, well done to myself yesterday as the year ended and, we got ushered into 2024. So what have you done for yourself to say well done to yourself? I would like to know, what have you done? Well, one size won't fit all when it comes to firing up. Absolutely, Stella. That was why, I had to say what I said at the beginning there. It will be different for everybody, but we all need to figure out what that means for us. So, yes, thank you, Tutu. I deserve it. I know. I deserve it. Thank you, Tutu. So what have you done for yourself, Tutu? Because I know you've been working very hard all year long as well. What have you done for yourself to say thank you, Tutu, for all this hard work? Happy New Year, Tutu. Happy New Year to you and your family as well. So, Stella, what have you done for yourself? Because I know you've been working hard all year, all by yourself in Oman. You've been away from your family. So what have you done to treat yourself for all the hard work in 2023? Let's know what you've done. Thank you, Auntie Lola. Thank you so much. I really treated myself yesterday. I took my time. Yes. So what have you done for yourself? I really would like to know. Let's engage here. Because like I said, we often, are jumping from one activity to the other like a hamster, never really stopping to reflect and to just pamper ourselves and see, bask in what we have achieved. Okay, hello, Joy. How are you? Calling from USA. How are you doing, Joy? Happy New Year. And I was just asking before you joined, what have you done to say well done to yourself for 2023? What have you done to say, Joy? You know what? That was a fantastic effort in 2023 right there. What did you do to celebrate yourself? You went for a massage as well. Oh, fantastic. We were really thinking alike. Yes. Okay, Chanel, I gave myself a holiday to Marrakesh. Absolutely. You had a wonderful time with your friend, didn't you? To renew your perspective on life and what you want was, and what I want, which was nice. And now I feel even more prepared to take on 2024. Absolutely. You're ready. I'm ready with you, darling. We're ready to take on 2024. So like I said, it is important to stop and to reflect and to just, give ourselves a pat on the back, because often we just jump from one activity to the other. Glow and grow. It is also an opportunity to ask ourselves, have a very honest conversation with ourselves to really acknowledge what also could have been done better. In terms of our work, in terms of our relationships, in terms of our personal growth, whatever that may be, it's an opportunity to try and close a gap or to try and improve on, areas that need that attention. Very, very important. Ronke, binge watch, movies and slept. That's a good one. Sleeping is really, really good. That is when we, renew our bodies and our mind. I did a lot of sleeping during this holiday myself, so I'm happy to see you're doing a lot of that as well. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for the engagement here. Thank you so much. Now, what does 2024? What is your lookout in terms of 2024? I mean, a lot of people sometimes will talk about resolution. I don't do resolutions. Do you do resolutions? Let me know if you do resolutions. I don't do New Year resolutions. I've never done. Let me know if you do New Year resolutions. Let me know if you set goals from, at the beginning of the year. Goals are more like it for me. But these days, I'm thinking more of experimenting. Okay, I'm thinking more of experimenting, because even with goals, sometimes it's like, if we don't achieve those goals, we start to feel guilty or we start to feel we haven't done enough. So I'm giving myself more room to experiment and to fail. I'm essentially giving myself permission to fail. But more importantly, I'm giving myself permission to fail fast so that I can learn fast. So I'm going to be doing a lot of experimenting in 2024. That is how I'm planning out 2024. I want to experiment with this. I already have ideas of what I want to experiment with. So what is 2024 looking like for you? Are you the type to set a New Year resolution? Have you set your goals? Or what are you going to be doing? Happy New Year, Mobola. Nice to see you here today. What are you doing? Ronke, do you set New Year resolutions? You don't. Okay, you don't as well. Me neither. Stella says, used to do resolutions, but I set quarterly goals instead. It keeps you focused. You see, we all do different things, whatever works for us. Omolola says, I don't do resolutions either. Okay. And I think Tutu is responding from, what she did for herself. She said, I slept like sleeping was going into extinction. I love that one. Like sleeping was going to go out of fashion. That's a good one. Let me just highlight what Tutu is saying. Tutu said, I slept like sleep was going out of fashion. That is a good one. Like I said before, when we sleep, we rebuild our bodies, we renew our minds. So sleeping is a good gift to us. Sleeping is so, so, so important. Okay, so yeah, back to my banners. I'm setting experiments for myself. So I have a few experiments I want to try. Will it work? Maybe, maybe not. If it doesn't work, what have I learned from it? Okay. And while I'm at it, I'm happy for anyone to join me because obviously I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. If you're happy to join me on the fly, you have to join me via LinkedIn though. If you're on LinkedIn and you're listening, and you want to join me in this conversation because it's good when you have company, isn't it? And you want to join me, I'm happy to share the studio link with you. So please just express in the comments that you don't mind joining me, and I will share the link with you on LinkedIn. It has to be LinkedIn because I have to be able to vet people before I can bring them into the studio. So experimenting, that's what I'm doing. I see one more comment here. Chanel said, I make a vision board and develop a to-do list for my first quarter based on the goals on my vision board. Absolutely. And that vision board is so, so important and it works. If you're the kind of person that likes to visualize stuff, which I also do, put it on the vision board and you're able to see that you're going according to the direction you have set for yourself, because when you create a vision board and it's very visual, it's one thing to create a vision board. It's another thing to wake up every morning and actually see that vision board and see how you're making progress, okay? And making sure that the actions you're taking on a daily basis is actually aligned to your vision board. So once again, if you would like to join me on this conversation, please let me know. Now, 2024 for me also is the year that I am more fearless, okay? Is the year that I intend to be more fearless. I saw a video of a young girl strutting on a glass bridge. I think it was in China. In my mind, I'm like, I'm that little girl in 2024. That's who I am in 2024. I'm strutting in 2024 fearlessly. Okay, because God has not given me a mind of fear, He has given me a sound mind, and I intend to leverage that sound mind. So what are you doing in 2024? How are you entering 2024? What is it going to be like for you in 2024? Are you ready to kick down that wall of fear, that barrier that is constantly in front of us telling us we can't do it? That barrier that constantly tells us we're not enough. That barrier that constantly reminds us that we could be judged, right? That we could be judged. Let's be children again, where we are fearless, where we don't care about what people think. That is who I want to be in 2024, okay? Because if we keep thinking about what people will say, we'll never get things done. Fantastic. So who is willing to join me? Who is willing to join me? If you want to join me, let me know and I'll share the link with you. Now, talking about 2024, again, talking about firing up, that's different for everybody. But you know what? It is the year that we really need to prioritize. For me, I'm prioritizing self-care as well, okay? I'm prioritizing self-care. It is the year where I sort of put on this hat of me, myself, and I, okay? Because as women, we are nurturers. And for the most part, we are taking care of everybody but ourselves, or we are last on the list. We take care of the whole world and we never remember to really look inward and ask, what about us? Now, this is the year I do more of that. I intend to be very, very intentional about that, taking care of moi, me, myself, and I. I'm a mother of 4. I have a grandson, but I need to start taking care of myself a lot more. Like I said before, we take care of the whole world, but ourselves. Joy, I might not call it a resolution, but I should say that there are things that I would like to improve on. For example, my health, career, finance, self-care, etc. Absolutely. Self-care is very, very important, and it's not negotiable. We can't pour from an empty cup. We need to take care of ourselves in order to be able to take care of anyone else. And if I go back to my banner here, it says that non-negotiable self-care, wear your oxygen mask first. You can't give from an empty cup. And I really want us to take this seriously. Even when you enter the plane, even if you're carrying a newborn baby, they tell you to wear your oxygen mask first. Because if you don't survive, there's no way the baby is surviving anyway. But if you survive, then the baby has a higher chance of surviving. So this is something I think we should apply in our lives generally. You know, self-care is important. And for those of you who are agile coaches here, you know about the agile coaching wheel. At the core of the agile coaching wheel, we have self-mastery, right? And that is talking not just to our professional lives, it is also talking to our personal lives, okay? So who would like to join me? Who can summon up the courage and join me? This is 2024. Okay, Tutu says, be more intentional about my connections and collaboration in the new year. Absolutely. I'm doing that as well. I'm going to be collaborating with a few people. One has to do these things very, very intentionally. Okay, so fantastic. 2024, you need to prioritize self-care. Absolutely. Okay, let me go back to my banners. I can see some more comments. Mariama, hello, Mariama. You're joining me. Do you want me to share the link with you, Mariama? I'm happy for you to join me. I'll share the link with you if you want to join me. Let me do that. I'm going to send it to you right now. I'll be really happy to have you join me. So let me copy this and share it with you. Happy 2024, Mariama. And I'm just going to share yes, I'm just about to open another tab and open LinkedIn and share it with you. Come and have some fun with me here. Okay, Mariama, I'm just looking for you on LinkedIn. There you go, Mariama. Once I share the link with you, you would come into the studio. Okay, why am I not finding you on LinkedIn? Mariama. Thank you all for joining me. I wish you all the very best of the new year. Okay, I've seen you now. Mariama, if you go to LinkedIn, you will see the link. I've just sent you the link. It'll be nice to have you. Yep, I've sent you the link. Let me know if you've seen it. There you go, I've sent it. So let me know, and it'll be nice to have you join me. I'll bring you up on the screen once you join. So we're talking about the new year. We're talking about, glow and grow. We're talking about acknowledging what we have achieved for 2023 and looking forward to achieving more in 2024. But more importantly, firing up in 2024 means different things to different people. So back to my banners before Mariama joins. Now, talking about the law of 2 feet, exercise it as needed. What do I mean here? Within the agile space, especially when we're talking about open space and all of that, we talk about exercising the law of 2 feet. 2024 is the year I want to even do more of that. If something isn't adding value to my life, I'm walking. If I'm also not adding value, I am walking. And this is particularly important for a woman like myself because I'm a middle-aged woman. I don't have time to waste. So anything I put my time to, it has to be that I'm either adding value or value is being added to me. If that is not the case, I'm exercising the law of 2 feet. And another thing that I'm going to do more of this year is, say no as and when I need to say no. It's interesting. Stella today put out, Stella da Silva, who was just making some comments here just now. She put out a post on LinkedIn this morning, and she was talking about how she's going to be saying no, 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 no to a lot of people and to a lot of things this year. And that just resonated with me. It resonated with me because I'm aligned with her. And Mariama is here. Thank you so much, Mariama. How are you?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Mariama. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for having the courage to join me on the fly. I love that.
Right. I am welcoming 2024 with you and with you.
We are literally holding hands into 2024, right? We're literally holding hands into 2024. That was the whole idea. Let's enter into 2024 together with high energy and support one another. And I'm happy you have joined me. Thank you so much.
All the way. Yes.
So I was just talking about no being a full sentence because today a friend, let me switch off my LinkedIn. Okay. So today a friend put out a post. There's an echo coming from you, I think.
Oh, really?
Do you have anything else on? You don't? Okay, that's fine. So Stella had put out a post today, and she was talking about how this year she was going to be saying no to a lot of things, right? And no being a full sentence is something we had also talked about here today, that I had planned to talk about today, because sometimes I think we overstretch ourselves. So we need to get to that space where if it's not convenient, we should be able to say no comfortably without feeling guilty. I think that is so important. Yes, we need to be able to say no comfortably. And when people say no to us, we also should be able to accept that gracefully.
Yes.
Because again, we need to, take care of ourselves. What do you have to say about that, Mariama?
I am 100% on. No is a full sentence. It's complete. Yes. It doesn't have to have a negative energy that goes with it. It could be just calm. No.
Yes. And you don't have to explain yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And definitely, and also honoring others when they say no, that honoring that is also a full sentence. There's no others. You don't expect no thank you. It's just a simple no.
Absolutely.
And that's sufficient. And it's a process, I have to say, because we're conditioned. We're conditioned from get-go. Society have taught us, it's no thank you, I cannot do it. And the other person who turns around and says no, I don't know about everyone else who's listening. It's like, what? Did he just say no? No, thank you. No, nothing. I mean, his calendar is full or whatever. It's also remembering that narrative that kicks in so quickly that we're not aware of sometimes because of the conditioning.
Exactly.
That it's important to really be aware. It's a practice. And
it is. And I like what you said. We need to honor people when they say no. And I mean, we have a culture, a society sometimes where when you say no, people want to make you feel guilty. That's not coming from a good place, because you don't know what this person is going through. And that is why we need to honor even when people say no to us. That's fine. They don't need to explain themselves. And if people try to make you feel guilty or try to shame you or speak bad of you, that's on them, not on you.
Yeah.
So for me, going into 2024, I'm going to be very, very selective. From a business perspective, I'm going to be very, very firm. Okay? In my personal life, I'm going to really look out for me. That is so important. Like I was saying before you joined, as women, we take care of everybody but ourselves. We tend to do that a lot. So what is 2024? What's going to be your highlight for 2024 in terms of your goals? Or, are you setting a resolution? Are you someone who sets New Year resolution, or do you have goals? I'm going to be experimenting. That was what I said before you joined. I'm going to be experimenting this year so that I have room to fail and learn. What's that going to be like for you, Mariama?
I have to piggyback on that. I am open to learning and failing as well. My biggest goal that I am putting out there this year, I intend to present in one of the conferences. I would like to be a speaker in one of the conferences, whether it's Agile or education. I want to be a presenter. However, I'm not quite sure what I would like to present on, and so I have to look at some of the conferences that are out there already. What are they proposing, so I can send in a proposal. So that's my intention, putting
Fantastic.
forward. So if you hear of anything, either from the continent, as you know, so if you hear of anything there, presenting something about back home, the continent itself, please tag me. I am open.
I will tag you if I see any call for papers. And you know
Yes.
what? That is also an opportunity to grow. It is an opportunity to grow. I mean, I was also invited for February to speak at the IC Agile conference. You know, when I got the invite, I was like, oh my God, you know, but you know what? For me, it's funny, you know, for me, when my stomach churns, when I'm stretched over my edge, the more reason I want to do it.
Yes, I hear you.
The more reason I want to do it. So my stomach churned. I'm like, this is going to be a big one. But you know what? The more reason I'm going to do it, because what that tells you is that you're being stretched from your comfort zone. That is what that means. When your stomach churns, it means, you know what? This is taking me a little bit out of my comfort zone.
Yes.
This is a bit of a hill to climb. But guess what? There's going to be a lot of learning.
Yes.
A lot
absolutely. Yes, exactly. And to tag to that as well, when I do feel the squeezy, the nervousness is allowing myself not to have the perfection, to present it as is, present it and reflect, to give myself the permission to fail, fast forward, and learn.
Absolutely.
And the other question I wanted to answer, actually, as you shared, is do I make New Year resolutions? I stopped making New Year resolutions years ago, actually, because I failed at it for so many years. One year, I was like, you know what? I won't. I will just write what I hope to achieve and then I will reflect as I go. And that has been really, really, really helpful for me. It works. Like staying consistent with my exercise. If I'm not exercising doing cardio, I am walking minimum 7 days a week for 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes. I'm stepping away from the screen. Nudge myself to step away. I am mindful, doing meditation. I am meditating. That's also 7 days. I've been working at this for 10 plus years now. So either for 5 minutes or for 12 minutes. That's daily. That's non-negotiable. So that also has been wonderful. And also eating consistent. That's also something that I've been working on over the years.
Is that intermittent fasting? Because I hear a lot about intermittent fasting.
You know, fasting, it doesn't work for me. My husband does, and that works for him twice per week, and he's at it, for the entire year. I just need to eat consistently within set time.
Right.
Because I need to snack just to stay. Because if not, I have this. I'm pretty much I'm grouchy when I'm hungry, actually. So put it out there in the public to know.
that is good. That is good.
Yeah, I need to snack.
Right. Right. So what else do we want to talk about? I just want to use this opportunity, to be honest, to really encourage us. We are privileged to be here right now.
Yes.
Some people didn't make it. That is the truth. Some people didn't make it. I'm just filled with gratitude. Gratitude for what I do professionally, gratitude for my personal life, gratitude for great extended family, gratitude for my siblings, gratitude for my children, my grandson, gratitude for good health, because we take those, we take a lot of things for granted, I mean, if I wasn't in good health today, I wouldn't be here.
Yes.
So when it comes to our health, everything else pales in comparison. For me, I'm grateful every day that I'm in good health. And I wish everybody here today, I wish you good health. I wish your family is good health. I wish you so much joy in 2024. Without good health, there's very little we can do.
Absolutely.
Very, very little we can do. So thank you all for joining me. So let's crack on. I have a few more things I want to talk to. We've talked about no being a full sentence. I want to talk about intelligence and creativity. I think this is an important one to talk about today, Mariama, and I'm sure you will be able to chip in nicely here. Um, Intelligence for me, everyone is intelligent. Everyone is creative, right? Because it is not a binary proposition. It's not a case of I'm intelligent and you are not. You're creative and I am not. I believe to a degree, as humans, we are all intelligent to a degree and we are all creative to a degree. It is a continuum, not a binary proposition. So, which means with discipline, with consistency, with ongoing learning and improvement, we can become more intelligent.
Mhm,
We can become more creative,
mhm.
which is why it is important for us to be able to say no to the things that don't add value to us, be it professionally or in our personal lives. Anything that will take my time, in an unproductive manner, because I can be more intelligent doing stuff. I can be more creative putting my time to stuff. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yes,
What do you say to that?
100%, 100%. It actually gives us even a greater confidence
Yes.
when we say no. That's part of also the discipline. It's a
Yes.
discipline to breaking away from the conditioning of
Mhm,
society. No, thank you. You don't even
mhm,
have to say thank you, or the other
mhm,
person doesn't even have to say thank you. It's just say
mhm.
no.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the
Absolutely.
discipline.
That's it. And for me, it is also to just encourage us that we can be more intelligent, we can be more creative, we can do more, right? If we put our mind to it, if we're, intentional about it, there's so much more we can do. And it's also an opportunity, this episode for this first day of the year, to say, let's not hold back,
Mm,
okay? Let's not hold back because of fear. Let's not hold back because of what people would say in terms of judgment. Every time I talk about things like this, I'm reminded of babies. I'm reminded of toddlers. When they start, trying to walk, they fall and fall and fall. It doesn't matter whether people around them are laughing, they keep getting up and they keep trying again and again and again. Now, that is the mindset I want to have in 2024.
mm,
The mindset of a toddler. Okay. I'm not looking left, I'm not looking right. I don't care what anybody is thinking or judging. I want to have the mindset of a toddler, because if we don't, we're going to stop ourselves from doing amazing things. We're going to stop ourselves from tapping into the resourcefulness that has been deposited in us.
mm.
Am I making sense?
Oh, 100% you're making sense. It
There's so much.
deeply resonates. Deeply resonates.
God has created so much, has deposited so much in us.
Yes.
But because as we grow older, we begin to experience shame. We begin to experience judgment. We begin to do less of what we are able to do,
Mhm,
of what we are capable of doing,
mhm.
because we are aware of judgment.
Preach. Yes.
We are so aware of people's judgment. What will Peter say? What will Paulina say? We are so concerned that we have refused to tap into the God-given talent that we have. 2024, I mean, to a great extent, I'm a woman who takes risk. But in 2024, I'm going to be experimenting a lot. I'm going to be trying new things a lot. I will win with some, I will fail with some. And the ones in which I fail, I will learn. Mariama, tell me, what are you going to be doing fearlessly in 2020?
Amen. Amen to that. I have a question actually, and then I will answer yours too. How are you going to share with us with your fearlessness that you're planning to take for 2024?
I'm going to continue my podcast.
Okay.
My podcast isn't going anywhere.
Mhm.
This is a passion. I'm not being paid to do this.
That's right.
If anything, I spend money to do this. I have an assistant online with me. Okay. So for me, this is a passion. For me, this is a mission. For me, this is an opportunity to learn and to also help others grow. And the one thing I tell people, I'm sure you've heard me say this before, when I kicked off Sincerely Agile with Mary, it wasn't without fear, it wasn't without anxiety. But I knew this was something I needed to do, something that I was happy doing, right? This was a passion. I'm a teacher. I've always been a teacher. I have always been a teacher. Right from when I was in secondary school, I've always been a teacher. I was the student that would stay back to help other people with their maths assignment, maths and applied maths assignment. I was that student that would stay back 2 hours, 3 hours in school to help other people so that they get it. Okay. So I've always been a teacher. I'll be a teacher till I take my last breath. So things like this I will do, joyfully. So Sincerely Agile with Mary is still here. I have a few guests lined up already. I have my mentor. My mentor wrote a book. She co-wrote a book, Claire Pedrick and Lucia Baldelli. Lucia Baldelli is my mentor. They wrote a book. I started reading this. They are coming to the show to tell us all about it.
What is the title of the book?
The Human Behind the Coach.
The
Human Behind the Coach. So she is coming. They are both coming to the show. Gil Broza is also coming to the show. A few people lined up already. So I will continue to share what I share. But I don't have all the answers, right?
Yes.
I don't have all the answers. And that is why we have guests on the show. And I'm grateful that you have joined me today, so we keep doing what we can. Okay,
Yes.
we keep doing what we can.
Yes.
And one thing that I'm starting again this year is my training. I took a couple of years off my training so that I could also develop myself. So I'm going to kick off my training again this year. I see a comment. Let me see who that is from. Okay, Tutu is saying, the human mind is so powerful. If only we can be bold, believe, and just start. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Thank you very much, Tutu, for reminding us that we need to be bold, we need the courage, and the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. But you see, we are so afraid. I keep talking about fear on this podcast. Fear for me is a recurring topic on this podcast because I know what that can do to people. I know how it can stop us from doing amazing stuff because we are so concerned about what people would say. We are so concerned about failing, forgetting, Mariama, that failing is feedback.
Yes.
Failing is feedback. When we fail, we learn from it, right?
Yeah.
And yes, she says, I agree with you 100%. Absolutely. We can't afford to be so worried. Let's put on the mindset of a toddler. That would be my gift to you this year. If you're listening to me, put on the mindset of a toddler and get on with it. Whatever that is for you. It might be going back to school. It might be starting a business. It might be reconciling a relationship. It might be anything because it's life is different for everybody, right? Our paths are different. Our successes and challenges are different. And let's do away with fear. What else can you add to that, Mariama? Okay, Tutu is happy to join. I'm going to share it with you, Tutu. I'm going to share it with you, Tutu. I love the fact that Tutu wants to join. Just 1 second, and I'm going to share it with Tutu.
Okay, so while you're sharing, I can go ahead and answer that question.
Please
It's one of the things, actually. I'm grateful, one, that you invited me to join. Thank you, and to have the platform to participate. The other thing I would like to try this year, 2024, is improv. Improv, because I feel scared to death to be standing in front of other people and collaborate right there on the spot.
Yeah, Tutu, I've shared the link with you, Tutu, so I'm expecting you to join us. Yeah, I'm listening, Mariama.
So
sorry.
That's one of the things I would like to challenge myself to find a group of improv.
But you're doing well right now. You're doing well right now. You've come on live with me. So well done. You're doing well.
Thank you.
If this is any comfort, it doesn't matter how long you've been a public speaker for. It doesn't matter if you've been on a speaking stage, if you like, 1,000 times.
Mm.
You have to go the 1,001 time. You still have that element of anxiety. You still have that tiny bit of churn in your stomach.
Yeah.
I was reading about this somewhere, or maybe it was a podcast I was listening to. It doesn't matter how many times you've done this. There's always that degree of discomfort, because it's a different audience every time. It's a different topic. It's a different day.
100%.
It's a
100%.
different day, So, but what we do, Mariama, is we move in spite of the fear.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
In spite of that fear, we move. Otherwise, we'll never get anything done. If we give in to fear, if we give in to judgment, if we give in to people's shame or laughter or whatever, we'll never get anything done.
Amen.
So you move in spite of that fear. That is courage, which
Yes.
you have done today
Yeah.
by joining me. That is
Thank
courage.
you.
So thank you once again for joining me.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
Tutu, I have shared the link with you, so I'm expecting you to join. Okay, so I'm just going to switch this off so it doesn't echo. Okay, so Tutu will hopefully join us soon. Yeah, so Florence has just joined us. Ronke, in addition to the toddler mindset, see it as an experiment. Love this, Mary. Yes. Yes, let's see it as an experiment. So if it is an experiment, it's a hypothesis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So prove a hypothesis. It might be positive, it might be negative, it might
That's
work,
right.
it might not work.
That's
And if
right.
it doesn't work, what have we learned?
Exactly.
If it doesn't work, what have we learned? So I like myself for that. I don't care about what people say because they aren't doing anything for me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will go out there and do the best that I can.
That's
I
right.
will not be for everybody. And we all need to get that.
Yes.
Mary Lanignon is not for everybody, and everybody is not for Mary Lanignon either. So
Exactly.
it's okay. I will not be everybody's cup of tea. And when I was going to start Sincerely Agile with Mary, I read an article somewhere that said, whatever it is you want to offer, there are at least 10 people who are happy, who needs that service.
Mm.
There are at least 10 people who needs that service. So for me, first and foremost, I am my own audience first and foremost, because coming out here every day means I'm growing. I'm talking to myself. I'm growing. Tutu has just joined us. Let me bring her in. Hello, Tutu. You ready to join?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Tutu. Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Nice to have you here.
Same.
Yeah. So what do you want to share with us?
Yeah. I think overcoming fear is one of those things that limit us. And when you put that thing out there, saying whoever wants to join you on the network now should, put a message in the chat. And I thought to myself, oh, come on, you can't do that. And I said to myself, why not? I said, all manner of excuses came to my mind. You're not dressed, you're not picture ready, you're not camera ready, every kind of,
Exactly.
limitation. And I said to myself, come on, look at Mary. She's wearing the same thing you're putting on. The only thing which you just have to do is just throw on a jacket, come on, girl, and get online. And I said to myself, okay, so just let me finish a couple of things I was doing because I was doing something else. So immediately I finished with that, I just dropped that message in the chat. So sometimes you're not ready, you're just not ready. And it's just saying, though I'm not ready, I'm just going to do this thing because, who cares? It's not just it's not about the makeup, it's not about, and nobody was born ready. So it's just off your high off and just starting something, whichever.
I like what you said. We can't always be waiting to be ready. We can't always be looking for perfection. We will get old looking for perfection.
Exactly.
We will get old and we will not do much.
We won't do.
So thank you so much, Tutu, for joining us. Thank you for bringing up the concept of this. Thank you for being vulnerable to share the fact that you were actually initially uncomfortable, but you found the courage to join. And that is what we need to do in 2024.
Exactly.
Because you need Tutu, the thoughts will come. The discouraging comments will come. The discouraging voice will come and say, Tutu, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Mariama, you are not good enough. Those thoughts will come. Okay? But when they come, You then need to remind yourself that you can.
Yes.
Okay? That you can. Okay? You are able to do this. You may not be perfect at it, but you are ready to learn. This is how we need to be in 2024. And another reason why this is important is, look, the resources we have, the talents we have, the knowledge we have, it's not meant to be just kept,
Yes.
under the bed.
Mhm.
No. Somebody out there needs your services.
Exactly.
Somebody out there is waiting for you to bless them with what you know.
Yeah.
Let's not forget there are 8 billion people in the world.
Yes.
8 billion.
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing today, Mariama, at least 10 people will benefit from it. Whatever you want to do, to at least 10 people will benefit from it.
Mhm.
So please, sisters, brothers, let's move. Whatever idea it is that you have that's been on the shelf forever, this is the time to go to it and say, I'm getting on with it this year.
Dust it, and start.
And start. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just start.
You will learn.
Nice to have you here. Let me see what Florence is saying. Florence says, would love to collaborate with like-minded professionals in 2024 to do impactful initiatives and make some money while doing it. Of course. Money. We need money.
That's right.
Money.
Yes.
Look at what happened in 2023. People's mortgages went up by God knows how many percentage.
Mhm.
This is an outgoing expense people were not ready for.
Yes.
Yeah.
An outgoing expense you were not ready for. And we're not talking about £10 or £20 difference here.
Mhm.
We're talking about hundreds of pounds
Yes.
in terms of your mortgage payment. And your mortgage payment is a need, not a want.
That's right.
So we need money. We need our services to be priced properly.
Mhm.
Just because we are women doesn't mean we should price ourselves down. So thank you so much, Florence, for bringing up the issue of money, because we tend not to want to talk about money. We should be talking about money, especially when we're offering services, and we should price our services, appropriately. Okay? If it's only 2 people, let them have the right service. And if you are delivering value, they will, through word of mouth, they will bring more people. And that's what I'm banking on. I'm not doing any cheap training in 2024. My training was never cheap anyway, but I'm even increasing it further. So there you go. We need to talk about money. So Florence wants to join the live. I'm going to share the link with you. It's even more fun. Ladies, I like that. So Florence, I will share it with you.
While Mary is doing that, Tutu, I want to comment what you shared about the fear. When I was joined and I saw myself on camera, then I thought, wait, do I have my earrings on?
Like, no, nothing, no makeup. I'm just here for it, just for the fun of it.
And why do we need makeup? Must we always wear makeup? I'm not wearing makeup. I'm wearing makeup, but not a lot. Lipstick and eyeliner, and I'm good to go.
I got so excited. I was like, wait, let me just check.
I have shared it with you, Florence. I've shared it with Florence. Okay, so let me highlight some of the comments here. Exactly, nobody was born ready. Absolutely, Chanel. Nobody was born ready. We don't need to wait to be perfect. We will never be perfect. So wherever we are, we should start where we are. That is so important. And then another comment here, that's true. In spite of fear, we take the bull by the horn. Absolutely, Auntie Lola. We take the bull by the horn and plunge in. We need that push to move and try, even if it doesn't work out at the time. Lessons are learned which can help in other areas. Absolutely. That is the whole point.
Yeah.
What can we learn? Tutu, let me give the floor back to you. What can you say to empower us today?
Okay. You were saying something about no the other time. And I remembered an interview I watched where somebody was talking. Somebody was on a show with Oprah Winfrey.
And just 1 second, Tutu. Mariama, I need you to check your phone or your laptop. There is an echo coming. If you have LinkedIn open as well as maybe YouTube or whatever, it will echo. Okay, back to you, Tutu.
So Oprah Winfrey in on a show said saying no was something that she found it difficult to do until one day she just decided to say no, and she said no to Stephen Wonder of all people, and she was like, oh my god, this is gonna, and it just said okay, and it was like, it just said okay. Sometimes it's just okay. People are not, they try you because you keep saying yes, yes, yes all the time. If you just say no, and when you're saying no, no, you're saying no for the right reasons. You're not just saying no because you just want to, you heard it on this show or somewhere and you feel that no is just the right thing to say. If it's not right, then it's not right. If you need to say it, practice saying it, and you get comfortable saying no to people when you know this is not productive for me, and this other person can as well get that help elsewhere. Now, why am I saying this? Because in this time and age, we have situations where people are placing demand on your time because of your skill set or because of certain qualities they've seen in you. So they keep pushing more for you to do. You get to a stage where you've learned enough and you can actually give space for other people. Because if they keep coming to you, they won't approach other people, and
Exactly.
they won't be able to share that thing
Mhm.
widely to other people as well. So it's very, very important we learn to say no for the right reasons. And when we are saying no, we should be kind with it and
Yes.
not just say no in some unusual fashion. So that's what I would say. The other thing is about the vision. I like writing my goals for the year. I mean, I love reading, I love writing. And how would I start my year without writing something that, I mean, is inconceivable for me? So I have vision board. I write it in words. I get pictures of it. I get it out in a A4 paper. I have something for 2020 that I had for 2023. I have it right here, just flashing it.
Yeah.
That's for my 2023, and I get to tick them off.
2024, you mean?
No, no, that I'm just showing you that's of 2024
Okay.
and 2023 that just went by.
Okay.
I get the pleasure of being able to tick them off. And for some, I put dates, I put time, so I'm able to like go back. And the more I keep seeing them, that is something which I want to achieve.
Mhm.
Tell you, some of them I don't get to achieve them. I roll them up to the next year, or I extract them out altogether because they become obsolete. They are no longer
Exactly.
necessary in my journey. So I keep on writing what I want. And this year I said I'm going to take another perspective, another way of doing it. And I said, what are those books I want to read? And I intend to just reflect back on them every time and strike out those that are no
Mhm.
longer necessary for my journey. Those things I want to buy, the places I want to visit, what I want to achieve for my health, in my career. And it may not be clear. And that is one thing, we are all working in the agile space. Everything cannot be clear like that. So
Yes.
there's so many unknowns in year 2024 that we're
Yeah.
not sure of. So we
Yes.
can't say we want to know everything. So I want to be this, I want to be that. And but you have to like now break it down. What do I need to do to make
Mhm.
sure that at least I achieve something in the
Yeah.
first quarter? Then you
Exactly.
lay out action plans and you start working towards it. Do I need to wake up early in the morning, one hour to read ahead of time? Do I
Yes.
need to, go out for exercise? While I'm exercising, I'm listening to a podcast at the same time. So I'm ticking something off the list that's getting me closer to my end goal. And I don't plan goals in 1 year. I have 2 year plan. The monthly plan must feed into the year plan. This 2024 plan must feed into my 5 year plan. So I
Yeah.
have a direction where I'm going. I don't just
Absolutely.
get on the bus. Nobody gets on the bus. You don't get on National Express bus without any destination in mind. Who does that? So I don't
Yes.
give my life to chance. Something will happen and will make me to stop
Yeah.
in maybe Leeds when I'm going somewhere else. Then I stop in Leeds and see what is happening in
Yeah.
Leeds,
Yeah.
in the city of Leeds. Then I move on, get on
Yeah.
the bandwagons, going somewhere else, that
Mhm.
might take me faster to my destination, or and there will be the things, some things will slow me down, which is normal. Then I take lessons from there, and I'm
Yeah.
learning to do a lot of reflection and writing. What went well? Same thing I do for my teams. I'm learning to do it for myself personally.
Yeah.
What went well? What didn't go well? How can I best improve? So it's
Absolutely.
just using those skills we use for our teams on our personal selves and see how it works out. That's my
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mariama, I'm still getting echoes from you. I muted you earlier on because I was still getting. How many tabs do you have open? Just the one. Okay. Okay. You are unmuted now. Let me unmute you. Um, why are you not getting unmuted? Unmute yourself. Looks like you're mute. There you go. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Tutu, for that share. We really must start ticking our goals. It looks good when we finish. And of course, like you said, you're prioritizing because we usually don't have the resources to do everything, and everything can't be important. I have also prioritized the things I want to experiment with. I'm using the word experiment this year. I'm giving myself the latitude for failure and feedback and learning. So I'm experimenting with a few ideas this year. God help me, it all goes well. And the ones that don't go well, what can I learn from it? Now, Florence did express that she wanted to join us. And I have shared the link with her, but we are still waiting for her to join. So now 2024 for me is the year I do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So for those of you still learning, 2024 is the year. This is a statement for you to complete, right? So for me, 2024 is the year that I am really, really fearless and I'm experimenting on a high level. That is what it is for me. I am fearless. God help me, give me life because we need to wake up every day to do anything. So God give me life every day. I'm grateful for that. It's the year that I'm fearless and I'm experimenting. What is it going to be for you, Mariama Tutu?
Hmm. Do you want to go first, Mariama?
Sure. 2024 is the year I am. I have to borrow your word, experiment as well. Being
Right.
open to new opportunities, as I shared earlier on.
Mhm.
So that's it's going to be 2024 for me. And I have my prioritized list of goals and objectives as well.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
So it's also a year where you are going to be fearless, right?
Yes.
Because like I said, we all need to kick that barrier. We need to give it a kick.
Yes.
No more fear. Okay. We need to move in spite of that fear. You know, like Tutu said, she was giving herself excuses not to join me this afternoon, right? But then she thought, no, she's joining. I mean, this is a little thing. We might look at it as a little thing. After all, this is just Sincerely Agile with Mary, you know. But that is showing that, you know what, you're already exercising that courage in spite of whatever fear, no matter how little, the fear might be. Because it might be, you might look at it as, it was only a small fear, or it's only a small discomfort or small anxiety, but you'll be surprised how many of us have been robbed because we gave in to that anxiety, we gave in to that discomfort, we gave in to that fear, we gave in to possibility of shame, we gave in to judgment, and we didn't step out. I was listening to a podcast recently. Let me share this story very quickly, and this is very, very important. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of the guy, but he had started a dating agency in America. Okay, this was like the early 2000s, very early 2000. He had started a dating agency, and he started a YouTube channel, and he spent money setting everything up. And when he would go live, there would be just 10 people or 9 people. Things were slow to pick up. And one day, someone who was listening to him apparently worked with Oprah Winfrey. One of those 11 people that were constantly listening to him was someone who worked with Oprah Winfrey. So when Oprah Winfrey wanted to start her own network, I think it's called, lady was in a private jet, I think, with Oprah Winfrey, and they were having a conversation. And this person brought up this guy's name. This guy, as we speak till date, still works with Oprah Winfrey, and he's massive. He went big with his dating agency He has done so many things with Oprah Winfrey. Unfortunately, I can't remember her name. I didn't plan to mention it today, so I didn't, take note of the name. So let's be careful in minimizing the things that we do. Let's not give in very quickly, okay? And let us know why we are doing what we are doing. So for me, even if it is 2 people listening to me today, I'm coming back here tomorrow.
That's it.
I hope I'm making sense. Even if it's
1,000%.
2 people, 2 listening to me, I'll be here again when it's time to be back again. You just don't know whose life you're changing.
Mhm.
You just don't know. Mariama?
Well, as I shared with you, because of your show, I was watch and follow Bill Broza. You don't know how many people have shared about his books. How many have reached me through LinkedIn, actually? Connections because of his books. And I go back to them. I was reading it actually over this break, and because of your show.
Yeah.
I like the style, the way he writes it is succinct.
Yeah.
That's one small example that illustrates just what you've shared. That's just among many others. So
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, Florence is having challenges joining. Florence, once you join, if you can hear me, all you have to do, try and join with Chrome. Florence, if you can hear me, join with Chrome.
Mhm.
And when you click on it, it should bring you to the studio. You add your name and you should be able to come in. Try again, but use Chrome instead of any other browser. She said, I'm having problems joining the link. Is it possible to invite via email? Okay, let me try
And
that.
can I share something, my experience? So it was different from the last time. So it asked me to either join by Facebook or YouTube, and I clicked on YouTube instead.
Really?
Then I
Okay.
had to sign in with my Gmail, and it brought me in.
Mm,
You supplied your Gmail account?
mhm.
Yeah,
It will ask.
yeah.
Okay, let me see. Um,
It's the same process for me too. It did ask YouTube to join through
I'll let
YouTube.
you ladies get on with the conversation while I try to sort out.
Sure.
Okay. So let me respond to the 2024 is the year I want to be more intentional with my connections and collaboration. And why am I saying this? Because for me, I have some intention of getting to some certain places. Don't ask me what, where, I don't know. I just know that I want to achieve greatness. So, and I know to achieve greatness, there are some certain junctions of life I need to be. And there are people like networks that needs to connect me from point to A to point B. And like my Stephen Jobs said, he said the lines connect when you are in the future. That is when it connects. So for me, collaboration is very, very important in year 2024 for me. Collaboration is very important. Connection is extremely important. Who I connect with, making up time to connect with people because people are very cheap resources we have available. People that are intelligent. The AI intelligence we have right now is because people are intelligent and are exhibiting their intelligence. So if I can connect with people that are equally intelligent, then I can tap from their resources and be able to expand myself, be able to push my limit, and be able to reach my goal faster. And even if it's not fast, I can have a wealth of experience with me as I go on. That's my tips.
She's finally here. She's finally here. Thank you so much, Tutu. You talked about your network, right? That is very important because our network is our net worth.
Mm.
And welcome, Florence. Welcome to the show. Happy New Year to you. I hope you've had a really good one. Our network is our net worth. And we already talked about saying no comfortably so that you can invest your time in the right network and in the right activities, right? That is important. Very, very important. Welcome, Florence. I'm sure you followed some of the conversation. Nice to have you here. Happy New Year.
Happy
What's
New Year.
you want to share with us?
Yeah, Happy New Year and good afternoon. I've listened to the amazing conversation by the three different amazing ladies. I know two of you, and I'm sure that sooner or later I get to know the Mariama. I think that was her name. Yeah, I'm super excited about 2024, and it's about all of us building on whatever it is we were able to achieve in 2023. You know, I did a lot of like volunteering in 2023. You saw that I predicated my statement with and make some money in it in the process.
Yes.
So 2024 is the year where I want to do it afraid. No matter how scary it feels, I want to do it, but I want to do it and in as much as possible this time around make some money in the process.
Yes.
So, but even in doing that, it's still going to be people that I've done stuff with before in the past, you know. So I look forward to collaborating with you, Coach Mary. I look forward to collaborating with you too, Coach Tutu Ario. So here's some amazing things in 2024. And guess what? Today I just finished a book on creating a vision board that I'm publishing. So it was something I wanted to
Fantastic.
make sure came out by the 31st of December, but I just finished it
Good.
today. So I'm hoping to be able to put that on Amazon. I love
Fantastic.
vision boarding. Yeah. Vision boarding has also helped me to visualize things and bring them to life. I
Yeah.
am someone that believes that because of my marketing background, where you always have to put a plan together for your brand that you're trying to build. It's also used that in my personal life, a personal development plan. And the vision board always helped me to create in advance the things I want to, visualize. Every day I'm seeing it and I work remotely, so I'm always looking at it. So now I actually have packaged a book that can help others also do that vision boarding.
Oh,
Fantastic. Fantastic. So we're going to be buying the book definitely on Amazon, and we're going to have a show where we talk about it as well. Okay.
I'll be super happy to do that.
That would be great. You see, that is action right there. You've taken action. You've acted on what was planted in your head, God knows when, to say, you know what, you can actually put something together and put it on Amazon and help other people. And people will pick up that book. They will pick it up and it will help them to start using a vision board to achieve their goals. Because, like you said, when we have that, it visualized and you are ticking things off or you're making plans and you're making sure that you are aligned to your vision board, because it's like a roadmap, isn't it, as well,
Yes,
to make sure
absolutely.
that you're moving in the right direction. So congratulations, Florence. Congratulations, and well done for doing that. Well done for doing that. So let me go back to the question, the statement I made earlier, and Ronke has responded to that. Before you joined, Florence, I said 2024 is the year I am fearless and I'm experimenting. It is the year I am fearless and experimenting. So Ronke has responded. What is it for you, Florence? What is it for you?
So for me, 2024, apart from starting out on the 1st of January, being able to have something to publish, 2024 is also a year where I want to have. I'm working on a project, and we're bringing it to life this year, where there's a platform that people can actually gain their tech skills. So
Fantastic.
if you've been following me, you know that I do like a hackathon, I do boot camps and all that. But we're now going to bring it into a whole platform. We're creating a website, a platform that people in diaspora, young Africans, not just Nigerians, can then, tap into that, gain those skills or improve the skills they already have and get them into software development, design, data analytics. So that's 2020. I'm so excited about 2024.
I am so excited about it myself. I've never been so excited about a new year starting, honestly, because like you, I have a few things lined up as well. And it's also in the area of empowering people, training, mentoring, coaching, getting people into great jobs. I'm happy that I started this journey of agile training, I think about 5 years ago, and I've been able to help people get good jobs, start their agile journey, sustain their job. Some have even been promoted to senior scrum master. It's great. It's great. And it feels good to be part of people's journey, right? It does feel good to be part of people's journey. So that's fantastic. So, Mariama, I think you responded to that already, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
You responded.
Yes,
Tutu, I think you're still outstanding. So 2024 is the year you.
I'm equally going to be fearless
Okay,
by
fantastic.
taking actions in the public speaking arena, by presenting some of those conferences, at least one. Yeah.
And I will make sure I attend that conference, if not in person, at least virtually, to come and support you. To come and support
Amen.
you.
Yes, thank you.
It's amazing
Okay.
how much we meet ourselves. So
Yes.
it's a good thing. I'm really super proud of the things I'm hearing here right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that was the whole point. Let's get fired up into 2024. Okay. But like I said, firing up can also mean, quieting down, because you've been on fire, the whole of 2023, and it's an opportunity for you to wind down also and, put things in perspective. It will be different from everybody, for everybody. But I'm really happy about what I've heard here today. And I'm wishing everyone the very, very best of 2024. All the projects we have lined up, I wish everyone the very, very best. So we're going to wrap up now. I've gone over because my Florence Olubumi joined us late, so I just thought I'll go over a little bit. But last word. So if you have a young person listening to you right now, what will you be telling them? Let me start with Tutu.
Oh, yeah. So 2024, this is the year. Any young person watching this, you need to be more intentional. No wasting of time. We started, when did we shout Happy New Year? Some few hours back, which we can reclaim. So this year, be more intentional. And just to add to what everyone have shared, I posted something. I decided to start doing something to empower her, the female child, the female us, the women in our midst. And I put out something. I said, I'm going to be doing it right from now, and I'm not going to be silent about it. I mean, so many things that we use as excuses not to get things done when we know we have the skills and everything. So don't let anything stand in your way. Whatever you have dreamt about, whatever you're thinking about, make your research and do something, however little, about it this year, this January, this week, this night. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you. And guess what? We have the platform to get these things done now. We have the platform. Like you said, do your research. Make sure you know what you're talking about and move. Start in spite of that fear. Have the courage to start. Mariama, what would you be telling any young person listening today?
Equally fearless. Go after your dreams and goals. And surround yourself as much as possible with people who share your dream or your goals. Have connections. If it's not around you, continue to believe in yourself. You are enough. Your vision is your own vision. Just like what Mary said earlier, we are 8 billions in the planet. There may be one person that you can touch, you can resonate with. And that's enough. Go for it. Be relentless. Do not let barriers, impediments, anything else come your way. If it does, reflect and keep on moving.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Go
Mariama.
for it.
Thank you, Mariama. Florence.
Yeah. Every single thing that has been said today has been so valuable. I would say that you should start with a self-reflection, because the greatest way to propel yourself forward is to first look back at what you've been able to, what did you plan to do last year? What did you achieve? Where are you currently? And then where do I want to be in the future? Like, project for the future. Imagine your future self speaking to you. What would your future self say? Then craft actionable goals and objectives so that it's not just, it's not just a thought. You want to bring it to life. You need to also be able to pencil down actionable things you need to do to achieve that. What would success look like, basically? So it's you might be there thinking, oh, all these people are talking about projects and this and that, but it started from something. and then you then put thoughts together. And when you are able to do that and articulate yourself, you'll find out that those people that could be supportive or that are like-minded would gravitate towards you.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for finding the courage to join me here today. I really appreciate it that I wasn't left here all by myself this new year. I would have cracked on anyway, you know me, but it was much more fun to have you ladies join me. So thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank
And
you
for me, I'm going to just echo what you ladies have said. If you're a young person, you have your whole years ahead of you. There are a lot of distractions today, a lot of distractions. If we're not careful, we will spend our time doing things that adds no value to our life because the distractions are just too many. Plan your time well, plan your time well. Like Tutu said, find the right network, get a mentor. Okay, get a mentor, buy books. You can see a shelf next to me here. I'm always buying books, right? Get books. There are a lot of ebooks. Read those ebooks, there are a lot of free resources online, and there's just so much that is going on, and congratulations on your book, Florence. You've really done us proud by putting that together. Honestly, congratulations on that. And when it comes out, let me know so that we can make noise about it on this platform. You know that this platform is for all of us. It's for all of us. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I hope you ladies are connected on LinkedIn. Are you ladies connected on LinkedIn?
I don't think I'm connected with Mariama. But
Not
currently,
yet.
Connect with
Maybe.
Okay, so please connect with Mariama, connect with Florence. Mariama, I don't know if you are connected with Florence, please connect with her as well. And when opportunities for collaboration, pops up, we know where to go, we know who to ask, right? So there you go. So let's do what we can. This podcast has brought me opportunities as well. So I'm not doing it for the opportunities. I came out to just do it for the passion, right? But it has brought opportunities. It has brought great people into my network. People like yourselves here today. So I have a pool of people I can draw on if I have a job I want to do. I need extra hands. So it's great to build the right network around us, and we need to keep doing that. So thank you all so much. I see a couple of comments here. Let me read that before we go. Thank you. Ronke, awesome time. Thank you very much, Ronke, and thank you so much for your support, Ronke. I don't think since I started Sincerely Agile with Mary 3 years ago, I don't think there's ever been one episode that Ronke did not attend.
yes.
So thank you so much, Ronke, for your support. I appreciate all of you, and I love you.
Everybody needs a Ronke in their life.
Love you too. All the very best for the new year. To my audience today, thank you so much. Wish you and your family the best of 2024. This is where I draw the curtain. Thank you very much. Ladies, stay behind, please, ladies. Oh, thank you so much, Tutu. Thank you so